Welcome back to Dank Cloud 2, the dankest of clouds.
We're gonna win that vape competition.
Oh boy, you know it, but we first have to get
vaping
mastered
is
the
not
dank.
dank. Vaping is like there's a difference between dank herb and cotton, Matt. Learn the difference. Read the literature.
Speaking of literature, what was that thing we saw? The red word that said seal?
Oh yeah, we can only beat red seal because Max has a red necklace.
He's also just absolutely terrified of barking aquatic animals.
Especially communist ones.
God damn those communist ones, I'll only participate when they're democratic.
Please, Max, you could have a communism is a form of economics, not a form of
Politics.
Pretty tied together.
Also,
Thanks, Stalin.
so yeah. So got rid of Max. Also, we get rid of the ride pod because it's connected to Max.
Yeah,
I
Max.
also noticed that Monica has a thing attached to her, and also we still have Borneo.
There is something that Monica gets later, but it's not really comparable to the ride pod. For quite a few reasons, honestly.
First off, it is not a robot made out of a barrel.
Well, turns out, no.
Well, also, his name is Steve.
Yes, the ride pod's name is Steve. But the other part of it is that she does not have any particular setup, no matter what, to deal with the ride pod specific enemies. I mean, she'll can fight them, sure, but like the enemies that take extra damage from the ride pod and reduce damage from everyone else, she has no efficient way of dealing with, and sometimes
some of the enemies are actually weaker to sword because of that.
Well, some of them, but like the massive fuck-off trees, for example, like are weaker to sword than wrench, but also much weaker to ride pod than sword. And so they actually get a little bit rude when you have to fight them as Monica. And there's a few other cases like that throughout the game as they come up. Additionally, and this is the far worse situation, since there is a seal, if Monica goes down, you lose. You do not swap to your other character because he can't come in.
Because Borneo's just like support.
Exactly.
What does he do?
He increases drops, like the material drops, crafting items.
You know, the buff man just comes with us to point out shiny things and let this tiny girl do the fighting. Not saying she's not completely capable, don't get me wrong, but like, come on, dude. You could do some more fighting.
He's a pacifist.
He's a pacifist, and also he's only swole. He is not gifted in the martial arts.
Considering the amount of trouble we've had with just large things, I think that would be okay. We don't need martial artists.
Also, speaking of fucker enemies, this is an enemy that's specifically weak to Max's. Like, it's a turtle, so it's strong against sword. So I poisoned it with an apple.
Yep.
Now you just have to stay away from it long enough for the poison to just kill it. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, they can't be hit stunned, and that really blows.
Oh yeah, we're getting that DPS way up there.
That deep, intense Dark Cloud 2 combat that you came here for.
And now I'm out of breath, I think.
I will fully admit I died to a tortoise in this area the first time I played through the game and was furious because I hadn't saved in a while.
Oh, that's the worst.
Because I didn't know that Monica would just, like, you know, make me lose for her going down here.
Skeleton is not weak to flame.
Oh man, did I seem like my favorite enemy in the area over there? I think I did. Oh no, it's another skeleton soldier. Oh, I think the other guys come up later.
We are filling our inventory with unknown bones.
By the way, one of the bonus dungeons, one of the bosses, is the incredible exploding skeleton dudes. Or something like that. The word skeleton dudes is used.
Is the word skeleton? So it actually is called skeleton dude.
No, the actual enemy I think is called like skeleton jacket, but the boss title is like exploding skeleton dudes.
Awesome. Can't guess what creature this belongs to.
You know, the thing that's shaped kind of skeletal, has a skull on top of a bipedal structure, and like.
And we don't know which bone like it is. Of
Looks
the
like a
skeleton.
femur.
No, it says specifically can't guess what creature. They don't even know what.
Well, we don't know what
biologically could be.
creature that skeleton is of. You just assume it's human.
I like to imagine that they just don't understand anatomy in the future at all.
Or now.
My God, these strange creatures.
I mean, they're like, Max isn't fucking Dr. Dell. The doctor that is also a duck.
You recruit Dr. Dell. Ah, this is just a bone. I don't know why you're bothered about this.
Yeah, but he doesn't tell him which bone it is.
It is unknown. That is what bothers us.
Ah, yes, the bone from an unknown, my favorite Pokemon.
Turns out they
Is
have
it shaped
bones.
like an A?
Well, yeah, how else would they have a letter structure? You can bone up on that unknown knowledge.
Yeah, I think plants are weak to fire, and my magic
Correct.
has a lot of fire in it, so... But plants are also weak to swords, so...
Yeah.
So this is the exact type of enemy that her armlets are useful on, the kind that doesn't really move or spit anything. If they're strong in melee but don't get out of the way or shoot anything at you, then the amulet's actually better than the gun because it's a really slow roll, but its damage output is pretty high. Comparatively.
Yeah, it seems like it doesn't have a lot of drop off either.
Well, you charge it up, also.
Yeah, you charge it up, which is a big reason why the damage goes up when you have a delay.
It is also good for certain things the default gun can't use, but unless you have the laser gun or a grenade gun.
Also, I really thought
Can't
that
stop.
chestnut was pizza.
Man, so many devils.
At least it had the thing that didn't have a lot of hit points left to begin with.
Oh, by the way, speaking of, I don't know if I should mention this. You might date the video, but...
It's fine.
What?
It's fine. We've dated plenty of videos.
Jack Chick recently passed away.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but also I'm not sure if I want to get...
He wrote Dark Dungeons.
Still don't know what that is, but I'm not really
He's-
sure if I want to get in on this video relationship right now. Like, I want to keep my options open. I'm not sure if I want to, like, commit to dating this video right now.
Listen, he wrote a lot about Satan. And now that he's dead, an angel's gonna take him away to judge his life or something. Because he died, because he was saying something about not liking it being down with the G-Man.
Yeah, Max, I'll have to send you Dark Dungeons because it is laughable.
It's the one people most remember it, and it's also the most funny because it's not just a bunch of racism and homophobia.
Ah, but that'd be missing my aesthetic.
It's as racist as you can get against the concept of role playing.
I mean, the Satanic Panic was a thing.
What?
Max, do you not know about the Satanic Panic?
No, I know about that. The racist against role-playing is the part that I...
Listen, Blackleaf,
Yeah.
you don't exist anymore. You're dead.
I can't talk to Susan right now. I'm busy fighting the zombie.
This is an ass sandwich made of ass and poo.
Okay, you lost me with that
It
one.
was one fucking Jack Chick panel that got written over of a guy holding a sandwich and declaring this is an ass sandwich. It's made of ass and poo.
Oh right, yeah, the popular Jack Chick track rewrites. You can still actually buy Dark Dungeons. I think the minimum order is like 1,000 copies, though.
But yeah, because he mass produces these, so you hand them out in your church, and
Yeah,
yeah,
basically.
and there was actually a recently person who posted a thread on Twitter recently that yeah, you guys laugh at this, but I grew up in a fundamentalist community. We actually believe this shit. That the Triforce was a satanic symbol, as well as fucking the
Even
Dragon Warrior.
the huge public perception of the pentagram being a satanic symbol is laughable, considering, like, oh yes, you know, the thing on the Medal of Honor.
I mean, well, it's the inverted pentagram. Even in the Crash Night video about talking about Satanism, they point out, yeah, the pentagram's as...
I understand that the inverted pentagram is the correct one, but, like, a ton of people just think pentagrams in general.
Yeah.
I mean, pentagrams are even used by Christianity, but that's why inverted pentagram is bad. It's kind of like.
I mean, how many other times do you like? Yeah, the Medal of because the thing is, people don't see the Medal of Honor as a pentagram; they see it as a star in a circle, which is what a pentagram is.
Yeah, it's supposed in Christianity it can represent, you know, Jesus, like his arms and legs, and then also his head.
I thought it was the wounds of Christ.
Okay, yeah, because the crown of thorns and the wrists and feet.
But yeah, it's not as well understood a symbol, which is
why
people
so much still don't realize that, like, fucking voodoo is technically Christianity, so...
Wait, what's this one now?
Voodoo's Christianity. I played a voodoo character in an RPG, and I explicitly mentioned this, Matt. Voodoo is a type of Christian... What? What'd you say?
Yeah, I don't remember you talking about this, but...
Voodoo, yeah, because it is... Technically, the Loa are, like, angels and saints, and they worship... And, like, in the original African tradition, based off, they worship the, great, all-knowing, powerful god. So technically, they just said, oh yeah, all those other lesser gods are technically saints or angels. And here's the J-Man. You need to work him in somehow. Okay, we good? Alright, fine. Do whatever you want.
So it was a pagan thing, and then it became a Christianity thing.
Yeah, because it had
they
just said, oh, this also pagan thing also has the concept of a all-powerful, all-knowing god.
Sure, so...
Yeah.
It wasn't always, but it became.
Yeah. It is one of the most transparent co-opting of other religious traditions in Christianity.
Yeah.
You know, like Christmas and Halloween.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, I think it's also one of those things where, like, when you get into Roman Catholicism and you start looking at the different saints, you see that they fulfill a lot of the same purposes as the lesser gods in the Roman
which is
tradition.
also why some people don't think Catholics are Christian.
Yeah.
Despite inventing Christianity.
This is getting to be a very weirdly political Let's Play video.
Monica's a princess. I think that's fucked up.
Like we got 'em all.
Problematic. Monarchies are bad. Long.
Democracy?
Yeah, that word is
Not decromancy, like you were
strictly
trying to
morally
say.
better. Because
the fiendish necromancer is at his tricks again.
democracy is better because in order to maintain power, you need to appease the people, and in order for them, you need also them to be productive, which means you need to give them the good shit, like schools and roads and healthcare. Whereas if you're a dictatorship, you just say, fuck it, I got all these diamonds. I'll use the diamonds to pay off the army.
What is happening right now?
Also infuse the diamonds into my sword.
Help me.
To make it a better sword.
Max, I think we've known you've been on this LP with me for a few episodes. We both know there is no help for you.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
I just want to think that this saw is just made of termites.
It's made of fairies, which are basically the same as termites.
Yeah. I mean, look at the Keebler elves. Also, you remember EL? Do they still make EL fudge?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, because everyone loves fudge. But also, if you put if you made the F like an EL, like the EL acronym, it spells elf. Get it?
I feel like I've stepped into like a weird
Illuminati.
version. I feel like I stepped into a weird version of InfoWars.
I cannot pull off the Alex Jones voice. I do not have enough phlegm in the bottom of my
I'm
throat.
going to eat his children.
They're fucking making human fish hybrids. So many chemicals in the water, they're making the frogs gay.
Okay, so what did Cedric give us?
He can repair the ride pod on the fly, and I think that's most and I think he also gives extra experience to the ride pod or something.
Oh, cool. I didn't know. The ride pod gains levels on its own?
Yeah, because you spend experience like it's currency to give it buy an upgrade for
Right,
it.
because you don't gain levels, your equipment gains levels.
Yeah.
And the ride pod's equipment.
Additionally, many of our compatriots have essentially like skill points they can spend
there they are.
at any given
A whole
time.
lot of them.
Yeah.
And that's
Hold on.
refilling our
Something's
ride
up.
pod is one of the things that can be done.
Huh?
Yeah, and also repairing our weapons.
Cool.
He's a blacksmith.
Yeah, something
Engineer.
weird's going on.
So something weird's
Let's try
going
talking
on.
to them.
And we gotta talk to
Well,
some
okay.
furbits.
Do we have their grape juice?
Something
Yeah.
weird's going on. They don't even seem kinda drunk.
God, doing that Alex Jones voice destroyed my throats.
Wow, what a lightweight, Matt. I mean, the furbits saw the rainbow butterfly, and now they're all...
I lied. Actually, they look pretty fucking drunk.
I don't know, they more look stoned.
You can't make me.
Fucking just sandbags on the ground.
Wow, this poorly lit rendered water, man.
Oh, so,
It's
yeah,
like Nirvana.
we found Zach in the game.
Yeah. It looked toe to tip, that's a Zach.
Tip to toe, that's a way to
I
move
like how,
quietly.
yeah, Mooblin and Mako, Rocco, whatever, and then Zach.
And Wiki.
My
Oh,
favorite
it's Zach and
minigame.
Wiki! We found them! We found Zach and Wiki, guys!
My favorite pirate adventure.
Ah, rat. Everyone's gone all weird. The fish aren't biting. What a drag. What
Sorry,
happened to
sorry,
him?
sir, but we're not rats.
Beats me. I got separated from my three buddies, and when I saw them again, they were like that.
I
They
ain't gonna
won't go
do...
anywhere, you see. So I'm just killing time with a little fishing.
So, the other three have something
Although,
wrong with
you
this.
know
This
what?
guy just
I'm,
decided to
pretty
fuck off.
thirsty. You wouldn't have something to drink now, would you? Something smells good, that's for sure.
Can you solve
Please,
the
we
puzzle?
should not enable this addiction. Hand him like a holy water, make him come at peace with his life.
This'll do nicely.
Hand him a poison apple.
Just what I wanted. Thanks.
How do you drink a poison
Here,
apple?
you
Come
can
on
have
now.
my rod. Take some time for fishing. It'll clear
You
your
just
head.
stick you just jam a fucking straw in it real good.
Yeah, like Tropicana oranges.
Come back any time if you run out of bait.
So we met a weird man in the forest. We gave him a bottle of grape juice, and he told us to hold his rod.
Matt, please.
Ooh, what's this?
Alright.
Hey there, do you fish? I'm gonna tell you how it's done.
Do you, Matt?
You can fish in two different places, on the normal map and in dungeons.
Dungeons.
Dungeon fishing.
First, you gotta equip a fishing rod. Just use the item menu, like you would for a weapon.
Unfortunately, you
Then the
can't
bait
not
hook.
use the
You're not
fishing
gonna
rod
catch
as a
thing
weapon.
if you don't have any bait on there.
You can use golf
What's the
clubs.
point
but
of
not-
this?
You can use golf clubs, but not fishing rods.
With the rod equipped in your right hand, select your bait with the X button and choose
Squirmy.
Put on Fishing Hook from the item commands. When you want to switch bait, select the new bait in the same way to automatically replace the old stuff. Now you're ready to fish. Walk along the water and find a good spot. A prime location is key. After you've settled on a place to fish, press the X button to confirm your choice. Use the left analog stick to move the cursor and select your casting spot. Press the X button again to confirm
Oh boy, I
your
can't
casting
wait
spot.
till we start fighting Chaos Emerald monsters and trying to pull fish
That's
out of
where
their
you're gonna
stomachs in a
cast
boss
your
battle.
Now you have to watch the bobber.
Max,
Very
Max,
important that we
I mean,
catch Froggy.
Max,
If
you
the
know for a
bobber
fact
sinks
there's
into
an
the
enemy
water,
called
quickly
Froggy in
pull
this
the
game.
left analog stick down toward you. If your timing's
Yeah,
good,
we've already
you'll
fought
catch
them.
a fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you've got one on the line. Keep pressing the X button to reel it in.
Also like this game's dedication to accurate
On
fishing
screen.
physics.
This shows the current tension of your fishing line.
It's a fishing
If it
minigame.
goes too far, the line will snap, and your catch is history.
At least you don't lose your bait or your
so the
hook.
tension bar doesn't get too high.
Sometime we need to stream the fucking
Get your fish
fishing
onto the
free
beds,
game.
and it's yours to
Fishing
keep.
simulator, no, Fishing World or whatever.
I don't know.
The rules are
The
same
fishing
inside
MMO.
the
And
dungeon,
they're
but
crazy
you gotta kill off
skeleton
all the
fish.
enemies first.
Only in
Catch
Halloween.
different fish depending on the place, the time, and your bait. So keep trying. Fishing is a deep sport. Enjoy.
Is it? Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that water's quite below ground level.
But is fishing esports?
Only e-fishing. Is catfishing e-sports?
I would watch like the pro leagues of catfishing.
You know, I would too.
And yes, he has a MILF on the line. Let's see if he can keep it in.
This is a 140 pounder. Would be a very, very nice catch.
And there are the nudes. Wonderful. Oh,
That looks like 80. That looks like 84 inches, 70 inches, 75 inches. Nice
and
proportions.
it looks like two of our competitors have their lines tangled up and now have nudes of each other. This has gone somewhere fast.
Is it gonna be that voice, or is it gonna be like the overexcited, like Japanese wrestling announcer? Like, five nudes, 6 nudes. Oh shit, he contradicted himself in this email. How is he gonna pull this one out? Oh no, he said he is a doctor and his hobby is law.
Well, you can see in the play-by-play here, he clearly said he had a law license, but also a medical license. Now, at the age he had listed, he couldn't have possibly gone to school for both. What do you think, Bob?
Well, you gotta see the thing about this is, you gotta, he is
Well spoke from our
intentionally
expert.
lying to make it seem like he is vulnerable and desperate, when really, the person he's emailing is the desperate one. Also,
I see,
he
the
didn't
classic
fall
double
for the
loop.
nookie.
That we can liquefy and shove into a weapon.
No, our weapon is hungry. Today it is hungry for fish.
Also, you level up your rod by catching fish. There are several stats: flight, strength, grip,
I'm
resistance.
certain we need to master our grip.
I don't think the grip does anything.
Make sure
I
we
leveled it up.
grip this rod as firm as possible.
It says in the Prima guide, it says exactly what it says in this game. It has to feel right. I don't know if the grip does anything. I leveled it up just in case, but like all the other things are like, you know, oh, how far you can cast the rod.
A master strategy guide. Man, make sure just that grip feels good. Otherwise, you're not going to have any pleasure with this rod whatsoever.
I want to think that that's like what's in like the game facts as well.
I think the
That's
game
all it
fact says
says.
we don't fucking know. It doesn't seem to do anything. Don't put points into this.
We don't know, man. Just get used to gripping onto those rods.
It just feels right.
So we're about to meet an island boy.
Oh man, a lonely island boy?
No. Okay, so how do you think we're about to experience a very interesting choice in voice acting, casting?
Oh, we getting the scoop.
Now, what do you think this guy's voice sounds like?
Hey,
Do an
isn't that
imitation,
Master
Matt,
Ute?
as fast as possible.
You know that thing?
Hey guys,
safe
what's
to go
going
closer?
on?
You're closer than you'd
Okay.
think.
It's
Okay.
alright. He's a pretty
See, the thing is,
well-behaved
I'm
monster.
biased because you
He
said it
doesn't
was a
hurt people.
weird choice.
But it looks like
You're
something's
still
wrong
not
with
that
him.
close,
Is he
though.
okay?
You're closer than you would have been if you went with the normal, like, grunty voice.
What's the matter?
Yeah.
Are you hurt?
I'm also-
Don't see them every day. Now that I think about it, there was another half-pint bumbling around earlier. This forest's starting to get nice and crowded these days.
Never mind that. You look like you're in pain. What happened?
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm not
It's
in pain.
pitiful, really,
I'm just a
but
grumble
I was
boy.
awful hungry, and somehow got my hands on the forbidden fruit.
He's just racing away in
When I
Margaritaville.
did, my whole body just up and froze like this, and I couldn't move.
I had too many boat drinks.
My fault for messing with the Holy One's food.
So,
My
did you
fault.
expect this voice,
Now I
Matt?
realize that
The
I
Holy
am
One must be
naked and
pretty ticked
useless.
off right about now.
Did you expect this voice coming out of this creature?
So you ate one of these, huh?
No, I did
It's
not
so
expect
fucking
like
bland is the
No
thing.
wonder you don't feel so good.
I didn't
Never
expect
mind.
like
Don't worry. You'll feel better
like
after
half
you rest for a
Bastion
while.
guy voice.
By the way, who's this Holy One?
I wouldn't even say half.
The Holy
Like
One
quarter.
is a great fish who's
Yeah,
brought
it's somewhere
happiness to
between
this forest.
between the Bastion guy and that guy that
Holy
plays a
fish.
cowboy in every single movie.
Monica, maybe this
You
has
mean
something to do with
the
those
guy who
three
died
back
from
there.
autoerotic asphyxiation, or...
Uh-huh.
No.
I think I'm starting to understand.
He even played a
now.
cowboy in like The Great Lebowski
Holy
or The
One
Big
must have
Lebowski for
bewitched
some
Oh,
us
yes,
reason.
the Great
somehow.
Lebowski. This
I
is
bet
the
the
prequel
Holy
to
One
the
is
Big
really a
Lebowski.
big fish monster.
It takes
Well
place in
then,
the Old
Master
West.
Lieutenant, where can we find this Holy One?
Didn't you see
Sam
a
Elliott,
big
by the way.
old swamp on your way here?
Also,
They
worth
say the
noting,
Holy
he was the
One
best
lives
part
in that
of the Ghost Rider
haven't seen
movie
myself
because he
yet.
was the previous Ghost Rider before Nick Cage.
Swamp.
And
huh?
Right.
wow, I
Yes,
would have watched a
think
movie about
so.
Sam Elliott being Ghost Rider
Yeah,
so
I
hard.
remember.
Ghost Rider, bitch.
Let me see. A big fishy monster named the Holy One that hangs out in the swamps bewitching people.
So we need to perform
This ought to be
fishing
fun.
to solve this
Let's go
quest.
check it out.
I guess that shouldn't be surprising
Right.
given
Thanks,
that they
Master
just
Eaton.
gave us
You've
the
been a
fishing
big
rod.
help.
Yeah.
Hey,
This
don't
is the only
forget to mind
required
your
fishing in
manners
the
when you're
game.
dealing with the Holy One.
Not exactly true.
No, yeah, you don't have to do any more, like... Okay, the thing you do immediately after this are the only required fishing.
I think there's one thing that requires fish. I'm not sure if there's another way to acquire fish, but there's definitely another thing that requires them.
Well, you can buy bait fish, I think. Maybe that also...
Why
I
don't
don't
we
think it
try
works for the
fishing
other
it
thing you
out?
need to do, but we'll get there when we get there. That's a ways down the line.
Huh? Fish it out?
Well, we've got a fishing rod. We know the Holy One likes poison apples. And we've got plenty of bait. Let's give it a try. Go on now, try it.
Try your best.
okay.
See if you can bait well. Eventually, you could ascend to the level of a masturbator.
The joke was gonna happen sooner or
It
later.
had to happen sooner or later. I'm
we
here
have
to
our
take the easy
episode
fruit.
title. Alright, so we equip Apple to...
The
Use
low,
apple on rod.
thank
Yeah.
goodness the low-hanging fruit was not the forbidden one in this case.
I think you've been hanging out with Zach too much.
You know, it's a shame that Zach moved away from Minnesota when he did, because a couple of weeks before he moved, I actually met a guy at Max FunCon who lived near like Zach's city, and hosted monthly pun competitions.
All right, Matt, what does the Holy One look like?
He's a small guy.
Wrong. He's
Look,
a big, beautiful
okay.
boy.
Oh, he's the Trouble King.
Check out his human
Hello, me,
teeth.
the Troop.
What's going on here? There's a hook stuck in my
Oh, I
beautiful
forgot his
lips.
See, this is what I thought Master Utan would sound like.
To be fair, this guy has an appropriate voice. I mean, look at those
You're
succulent
the one
lips
that made the
and
little ones
human
act so
teeth.
strangely. You must change them back.
It's not my fault they
yes.
think I'm
More
sexy.
victims of my beauty. Really, beauty can be a curse, you know.
Like, literally. Oh, God.
Anyway, why are you here?
By the way, you can
I
later
already
catch
told
small
you.
versions of this guy with the poison apple in this leg.
Do they also talk to you in a
No.
really
Those
uncomfortable
little
way?
puppets back to the way they were.
So why does it make you
Well,
uncomfortable,
such a thing would
Matt?
be quite simple, my dears.
I don't know. I feel like
I don't
this
know, it
is
just
like.
feels really
But
fishy.
nothing comes for free.
God damn it.
No.
I'm just saying, like, I
Business
feel
is
like this is
business,
offensive
and
to somebody.
everything's
I'm not
business.
sure who.
Oh boy, this is gonna be another pain.
And Matt, how do you feel about fish sticks?
So what do you want us to do?
Do you say fish sticks or fish dicks?
That,
Ooh, so the little boy understands
This
too.
guy's fucking voice.
Listen carefully then. I won't say this again.
so what do you think he...
Mwah.
Do you think his, teeth evolved into human-like teeth to eat apples?
As everyone knows, I'm very fond of beautiful things. But here's
I think
the thing.
he doesn't even need to
Recently,
chew
you
them.
know,
His mouth
I've become a bit,
can like
well,
swallow like 30
dirty.
apples at once.
Oh, it's so embarrassing.
Ooh, I'm so dirty.
But listen to this. There's a fish called the pristine fish that can clean up all the dirt from my body. So what I'd like you to do is go over there and catch it for me. You've got all that fishing gear, so you may as well use it, don't you think? Well, do you get my drift?
I like how his mouth seems to be like,
Independent of his words.
yeah,
Okay.
like he's
when we
speaking to
get
us
it, we want you to
telepathically,
return
but he
those
knows
three
that
back to
humans
normal.
move their mouths when they talk, so he just like does it.
I gotta say, also, the thing they just
Yes,
did there is
I
like
know.
one of my
You don't
favorite
have to
things
tell a
that
man
happens in like
twice.
dubs of things. When they say words completely differently, but they can't tell that
You're
because
a
they're not
guy?
acting in the same room.
Also, Monica,
Right.
what the fuck did you think?
I'll
Have you
be
never met
waiting.
a... Yeah, there are no gay people in your castle. There, I said it.
Or flamboyant.
Or yeah, or at least Metro, or what have you. By the way, that's his name, King Marndran.